What is going on, people? I am here on a Friday. Yes, a Friday. Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Usually I'm here on the Thursday to do my Throwback Thursday, but yesterday it snowed a whole lot, and I was outside shoveling for pretty much all day, and I was tired, so I didn't do a video yesterday. So instead of having a Throwback Thursday, today we will have a Flashback Friday. Yeah, very creative, I understand. But today I'm going to be doing my favorite John Hughes films. I got my top 5. I got a few honorable mentions, but I'm going to do my top 5. And if you disagree with me or have your top 5 a little different, let me know in the comments. But these are my top 5. But first, let me get into my honorable mentions. This first one was alright. Not really my cup of tea. But I got it because it came in a little high school reunion collection. 16 candles. It's alright. It's not really my favorite out of them, but it's part of my collection. These next two, I don't have Christmas Vacation. I got it. I had it, and then I lent it out, and I never got it back. So I don't have Christmas Vacation, but I do have Vacation and European Vacation. I do have to get Christmas Vacation at any given time, or whenever I have a chance to. But that is a good honorable mention. The Vacation movies, they're all classic. This one here stars Matthew Broderick. Pretty much in high school, I think everyone at least one time probably played hooky. Well, this is, I think, the originator of hooky days is Ferris Bueller's Day Off, where he just goes and does pretty much whatever he wants to. And this one here, this one could have been in my top 5, but it's pretty much just like the first one of this. It's really good. I like it. But the first one is better, I think. And this one just slipped out of my top 5. But that's Home Alone 2, where Kevin gets lost in New York. So these are my top 5 now. Like I said, all of you might not agree exactly with my top 5, but this is the way I look at it. This is each one is great, but I just like certain ones better than the next. Number 5 is another part of that little high school reunion collection. It's got Emilio Estevez, Molly Ringwald, and Anthony Michael Hall. And it's The Breakfast Club. Pretty much 5 kids. They get stuck in detention on a Saturday. They're all different. They're all part of different cliques. You got a jock, a little preppy girl, a gothic girl, a dork, and then you get a badass. And pretty much they're stuck in the library for the whole day. I think it's 8 hours. In the beginning, they don't talk to each other. They don't like each other. But then as the movie progresses, they have a nice friendship going. It's a great movie. If you haven't seen it, I say check it out. Number 4 out of this. The next 3 have John Candy, who happens to be one of my favorite comedic actors. I guess we got that big man connection. Him and Chris Farley were 2 of my favorite comedians out there. And this first one is Uncle Buck. He plays an uncle to, Macaulay Culkin, and I forget the little girl, but he ends up having to come and watch his niece and nephew because of a family crisis. He pretty much isn't the first person you'd probably want watching your children, but, it's him coming and his unorthodox way of watching kids. My favorite scene in this is the pancake scene. If you have not watched it, watch it, and you'll know what I'm talking about. This next one stars Steve Martin and John Candy. I like this. It's more of a Christmas movie, I'd say, because of the time. They're stuck in snow and they want to get home for Christmas. and that's planes, trains, and automobiles. Pretty much they end up deciding to, well, they both get stuck at the airport, and they decide to venture together to get home. They rent a car. Stuff happens to the car. They end up going into a hotel. Stuff happens at the hotel. This is another one you got to watch. It's definitely a funny movie. It's uplifting, I guess you want to call it too, because John Candy's character, I think, makes the movie. He's one of those lovable idiots, I guess you want to call it. This next one with John Candy in it, it's also got Dan Aykroyd, and that's The Great Outdoors. They and two are brothers, and John Candy decides to bring his family to a campsite. I forget if they own it or whatever, but they end up going, and they want to have the week alone. But Dan Aykroyd and his wife and two kids end up coming, and they say they have a business proposition, but they don't like each other. They're not really close because they're two, I guess, opposite kind of people. And it's just pretty much them at a campsite and the craziness that goes on in that. You got a bear in it at one point, and you got a shotgun lamp. Yes, a shotgun lamp. This number one right here, I said the second one was just out of my top 5. This is my favorite John Hughes film, just because I could pop this movie in at any given time. It is more of a Christmas movie, I guess you want to call it too, but this is one where I could pop in at any given time and watch the whole movie through, and that's Home Alone. The McAllisters want to go on vacation, and Kevin, the little one, Macaulay Culkin, he ends up getting sent up to the attic because he did push his brother and whatever. He ends up getting in trouble, and he gets sent up into the attic, and at night everything happens, and the power goes out, and the family has to rush in the morning, and they end up going to the airport, leaving, going to France, and leaving Kevin home alone. And then you got Joe Pesci in this. You got Daniel Stern, who play two pretty much idiotic robbers, and they try to rob the house. And you got little Kevin McAllister setting up all these little booby traps and such. And I don't know. It's just one classic movie for me. This is number one. Like I said before, those are my top 5. If you disagree or you have a different version, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you liked it. Like I say, I got a Facebook fan page. I got a Facebook group page. I got a Twitter. I'll throw on my Instagram. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And most of all, if you like it, my videos in general, subscribe, And I guess until next time, I'll see you.